Hello guys, we will be discussing selection sort in this video. So what would be an input for selection sort? Input for selection sort would be a sequence of n numbers, and what we would get in the output would be the permutation of this sequence that would be arranged in ascending order. So now let's discuss the idea behind selection sort. So let's say if we want to sort elements 9364 in ascending order. So what we will do first is we will initially keep all the elements in our left hand, and then we will select the minimum card from the left hand and put it into the right hand. So from these cards, what is the minimum card? So 3 is the minimum card, right? So we would pick 3 and put it to the right hand. Now we will pick the minimum element from the left hand and from the remaining cards and put it to the right hand. So what is the minimum card from these left cards? This is 4. So we would move 4 to the right hand next to the previous card in the right hand. So at any stage, the cards in the left hand are unsorted, but cards in the right hand are sorted. So now we will pick again the minimum element from the remaining cards in the left hand. This is 6, and move it to the right hand. And now this left hand element would be in the rightmost. So this is how the idea behind selection sort works. Now let's look at the pseudocode for selection sort. So selection sort takes as an input an array containing a sequence of length n which is to be sorted, and this algorithm sorts the number in place. That is why it is also called an in-place algorithm. So now let's discuss the pseudocode with an example. So let's say if we have an array containing elements 6312 which is to be sorted in increasing order. So what we will do is we will run a for loop from I equals to 1 till length of the array minus 1. Why till length of the array minus 1? We will see this. And we will also be needing a variable minimum that will store the index of the minimum element. And we will be running a for loop from I plus 1 to the length of the array. And while scanning, if we find an index j which is having an element less than the current minimum, we will update this minimum. So how are we going to do this? Let's say we will set the minimum as I, and j will run from I plus 1. So j is I plus 1 now. So we will check if aj is less than a minimum. So if aj is less than a minimum, we will update our minimum. So in this case, aj was less than a minimum, so we updated the minimum. Now again, j would be incremented, and we will check if aj is less than a minimum or not. Yes, 1 is less than 3, so we will update the minimum again. So minimum would be 3 now. Now j would be incremented to 5 now, and this for loop would break because the condition for loop is not being met now because length of the array is 4. So what we will do would be we would swap the element ai and a minimum. So this is the method to swap the two elements. So ai and a minimum would be swapped. So one would be swapped with 6. So now element 1 would be in its correct position now. So our new array would become this, and we would be incrementing I. So I would become 2 now, and we will be updating the minimum to be 2. So now j would be I plus 1, that is 3. So now we would check if aj is less than a minimum. Yes, aj is less than a minimum, so 6 is less than 3. So our minimum would be j. So what is the minimum would be? J was 3, so minimum would be 3 now. Now again j would be incremented to 4. So now again we will check if aj is less than a minimum. Yes, 2 is less than 3, so we would be updating the minimum to be j. So minimum would be 4 now. Now again j would be incremented, so j would be incremented to 5 now. Now this for loop would break because we have not being met the condition for this for loop, because this for loop has to run till the length of the array. The length of the array is 4, so j is 5 now, so this for loop would break, and what we will do, we will swap the elements ai and a minimum. So what was ai was 3, and a minimum was 2. So we would swap 3 and 2. So this is how our new array would look like. Now two elements are sorted. So our new array would be 1 2 6 3, and I would be incremented to 3 now. So I is 3 now, and j would be I plus 1. So j would be 4 and minimum would be I, that is 3. Now we will check if aj is less than a minimum. Aj is less than a minimum. So what we will do, if aj is less than a minimum, we would set the minimum to j. Yes, aj is less than minimum in this case. So 3 is less than 6. So we would set minimum to be 4 now. Now j would be incremented to 5 now. Now this condition for for loop is not being met. So we would break out of this loop, and what we will do, we will swap the elements ai and a minimum. So what we will do, we would swap the elements ai and a minimum. So we would swap 3 and 6. So this is how our new array would look like. Now the elements till this are sorted. Element till index 3 are sorted, but we don't need to go till the index 4. Why? Because the elements preceding this are less than this element, so this element is already in its correct position. So that's why we run this for loop till the length of the array minus 1. So this is how the pseudocode for this example works.